Welcome to today's Sandler Sales and Sales Leadership Thought of the Day. So, it's time. Time to hire a salesperson. What do you do? What process do you have in place? How do you avoid not getting had in the interview? And let's be honest, salespeople are really good at an interview. They're extroverted, they're full of energy, they're positive, all of the stuff that we find attractive in a person, they're probably going to exude in that sales interview. So you meet with them, ask them a couple of questions, you talk about sales success, they got all the right answers. They love to prospect, they have all kinds of goals, they've hit major targets, they're hugely successful, and you fall in love. How many times does that happen? And the question you need to ask yourself is, what's the cost of a bad sales hire? So, what do you really need to be doing? We always say trust but verify. Next time you're going to go interview somebody, it really helps if you have some kind of tool in place that really gets underneath the covers. Some kind of psychometric tool that allows you to see, when they tell you that they have lots of ambition and drive, do they really have that? When they say they're willing to prospect, how do they really score under sales prospecting? There's tools out there in Sandler. We provide some of those very specific tools that help people figure that out. Next thing, what are you asking in the interview? What are some of the questions? And I always say to people who are hiring, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. So when somebody tells you, man, I've had a ton of success growing my territory, don't take that at face value. How did they do it? What was the environment they did it in? How much support did they have doing it? Who were they talking to? Were they talking to the C-suite? Were they talking to the end user? How did they get in the door? What was their personal behavior plan that got them to do it? What kind of brand recognition did the company have that they were working for? Were they number one in their industry, or were they a no-name? Were they just starting out? Did they have to be scrappy, or could they just say, hey, I'm with so-and-so, and they got in the door? Very important questions to ask somebody to really truly understand why and how they had the success they had in the past. If that person in that interview can't give you detailed accounts of how they did it, if they can't provide you with a detailed behavior plan, if they can't even talk about how they how did they determine who an ideal client was, that success probably can't be repeated in your environment. So, next time you're hiring, trust but verify. Make sure you understand where they had success in the past, and absolutely phone the referrals. Make sure you talk to their direct hiring manager. Too many times people don't bother because they think they're just going to get the usual, yeah, they worked here. But you know what? If that person was a superstar over at that location and you said, would you hire them again? The pause says everything. If they jump in there and say, hey, you know what? They were great and awesome. Great. They'll do that all day long. It's only when they have negative and bad things to say that they avoid saying anything. So, I hope you have tons of success in your next hire. If any of this sounds interesting to you, feel free to come out, crash a class. We have a strategic management class for managers. Love to have you out at one of those. Alternatively, if you're looking for some help, we also have a free webinar coming up soon. Come to our website and take a look at it. Perhaps it's for you.